Hey guys, Robbie here. In this short video, I want to talk to you about a very useful structure we can use for talking about the future. And that structure is the future perfect. So in the video, we're going to look at what the future perfect is, why we use it, and how we can use it correctly. At the end of the video, we're also going to do a little bit of practice just to see how well you guys can use this structure. Okay, let's go. So have a look here. What do you see? It looks like a stadium, but it's not complete. It looks like the stadium is still being built. It's not finished yet. Now, the football clubs say that they'll have built the new stadium in 6 months. So it's not finished now, but in 6 months' time, it will be finished. So what are we doing here with this sentence? What we're communicating is that this action, in this case the stadium being built, will be complete in 6 months in the future. And that's what the future perfect is. We use the future perfect to say that something will be finished before a certain time in the future. Have a look at how we structured this sentence. They'll have built. So they'll is just a contraction of they will. So to form the future perfect, we use will plus have plus, have a look at the verb. What form is the verb in? So it's not the infinitive. The infinitive is build. Now the past of build is built, and the past participle is also built. So we're using the third form of the verb. So will plus have plus the past participle, or the third form of the verb, is how we construct the future perfect. So here are a few more points about this structure. The tense is frequently used with the time expressions by and in. So for example, by just means at the latest. So if I say I will have finished my assignment by Saturday, maybe I'll finish it before this time, but at the very latest it will be complete by Saturday. Within, we use in also plus the time expression, but we can say in 6 months or in 6 months time, in 2 days, in 2 days time. Okay, there's no difference here. And these expressions, they can be used at the beginning of the sentence or at the end. So I'll have finished my assignment by next week. By next week, I'll have finished my assignment. Once again, no difference in meaning here. For the negative, all we need to do is change will to will not. Now, of course, the contracted form is far more common. So won't plus have plus past participle. And finally, for the questions, all we need to do is just invert will with the subject. So instead of they will have built the stadium, if we want to make a question, will they have built the stadium? Great. Let's have a look at a few more examples. The decorators will have finished painting by Tuesday, so we can move back into the flat then. So here we're using the time expression by Tuesday. So maybe the job will be finished before Tuesday, maybe they will have finished the job on Monday, but at the very latest, the job will be finished by Tuesday. So that's when we can move back into the apartment. Here's a negative example. Laura won't have arrived before dinner, so I'll leave some food in the oven for her. In this case, the action of Laura arriving won't be complete. The time in the future we're referring to is just dinner time in this sentence. Finally, an example of a question. When will they have learned enough English to be able to communicate fluently? So you can see, once again, all we do to form a question is just invert will and the subject. When will they have learned instead of they will have learned. All right, great. Here's a little bit of practice for you guys. So here we've got 3 sentences. You can see in brackets at the end of each sentence you have a verb. All you need to do is put the verb into the future perfect form. So remember, the future perfect, it's will plus have plus the past participle, the third form of the verb. So let's take a look at number 1. I usually save $100 a month. So this means by the end of the year, I will plus have. So I will have. This time our verb is save. So the past participle of save, save, saved, saved. It's a regular verb. So all we need to do is just add a D. So by the end of the year, I will have saved $1,200. Excellent. What about number 2? John writes a chapter of his book every week. So this means in 4 weeks, I remember we can say in 4 weeks or in 4 weeks time, no difference here. So in 4 weeks, John will have, just be careful with the verb here. It's write. It's not a regular verb. So write, the past is wrote, past participle, written. So John will have written 4 chapters. Very good. And finally, number 3, Sarah is paying for her car. Her last payment is in May. So this means that by June, Sarah, once again we've got an irregular verb here, so by June, Sarah will have paid for her car. Excellent. All right, great job, guys. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions at all, please leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in a future video. Cheers.